What's up everyone, it's the failed one. We're gonna play some more Sound of Drop today. So, I believe we're meeting our friend to go check out the aquarium, although something happened to make us feel like in the past, like a tragedy or a trauma that happened in the past that made us feel like, holy shit, we don't want to go back here anymore. But we're still here for whatever reason, because we're nice to our friend apparently. So, unlike myself, who is childish, Himeno knows a lot about fashion and trends. Even here in Mountain, it seems like she blends in. Most importantly, by being with Himeno and constantly chatting, I no longer feel lonely. Oh yeah, Himeno, why did you bring such a huge bag? I'm glad you asked! With a hee-hee! Himeno opens the Boston bag she had let sink down from her shoulder. A variety of things come out, and such as a flashlight, insect repellent, a simple blanket, a first aid kit, matches, and snacks like chocolates and cookies. Why does she have so much shit with her? What is all this? Himeno, where do you plan on going? Ignoring the twitch developing in my face, Himeno thumps her chest. Geez, to the aquarium! But since we're investigating urban legends, we should at least have some supplies. Right, we're investigating. Rather than an investigation, the equipment she has reminds me more of going camping in the mountains. It sure does. The snacks and blankets aside, where in a city this size would we need insect repellent or a flashlight? Flashlight, though, I believe you should always carry one, although I don't, and most people have phones now to carry instead of flashlights. But a flashlight is definitely something you should have around in case, like, the power goes out or something like that. I don't know. But you can't always just rely on the power of the city. I keep those feelings to myself and just smiled. I let out a breath that is half exasperated, half amused. I don't get sick of being with Himeno. Whether Himeno is aware of my exasperated gaze or not, she starts to take something out, then quickly shoves it back in. She gives me a smile, implying some secret. Ah, no wait! It's too soon for you to see that! Ah, what were you about? Oh wait, what? I am confused. Okay. Ah, what were you about to pull out? I'm not telling! Upon saying that, Himeno quickly closes the bag. The way I see it, it is a wonder she fit all the supplies she had out just a moment ago. I wonder where it's all being stored. It's one of those magic bags, I tell you. People have them. You see them in movies all the time where they keep taking shit out and you're like, how the hell? By the way, no club today? I asked with an underlying question of whether or not today is a day off for the club. On my question, Himeno averts her eyes. Nope! Probably no club today. Really? Giving a brief answer, I start walking. Upon hearing her reply, I immediately understand it as, she skipped it again. But not wanting to ruin the merry mood, I merely quicken my pace. I'm not in any clubs, but even I know it's not good to skip. I don't know about club. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. I was on sports clubs back in high school, or one sport club. Shouldn't skip. So this is Japan, it's different. But yeah, I can tell by her answer. It's like, I don't think there's club, whatever, I'm here. She seems to be a very carefree type of person. Speaking honestly, I want her to show up for her club, as she seems to be respected even by students from other schools. Coming here today like this makes me equally guilty though. Once I get thinking, I don't usually stop, so the conversation shifts to a ramen shop that catches my eye. Oh, Mayu, do you want to get lunch? Huh? You caught that? Feeling as if she had seen right through me, we head into a nearby coffee shop. I forget what time we're meeting up, but it's probably around lunchtime. I do that with my friends. We go somewhere and then I'm like, hey, can we have a bite to eat first? I'm kinda hungry. It is apparently famous, following its coverage in a magazine, for a sandwich that was overflowing with vegetables. I say apparently because on excitedly finding the restaurant, Himeno shared this. Compared to a hamburger shop, this place is a bit intimidating and trendy to me, but since I'm with Himeno, it doesn't bother me. Shoving the roast chicken sandwich with extra olives that I ordered into my mouth, the unease I have been feeling disappears. Oh, that sounds so good. I feel like having one. I don't know where to go get one here close by. God damn it. In contrast to my fervor, Himeno eats her avocado and shrimp sandwich in small bites. I'm not a fan of avocado and I can't eat shrimp. She can eat that. I want the roast chicken. Well then, about our plans for today. Himeno starts in as soon as we have finished eating. We'll start with the aquarium. Noah, that's the main thing. So we'll look into the old man's ghost and the closed off deep sea fish booth rumors. So many of these. After that, we'll go to the shops and finally have some ice cream. Ice cream! Well, that sounds like a good plan to me. There's ice cream at the end. I think it's better to get the cookies and cream first. If you eat 2 times, you'll mess up your stomach and get fat. You won't be able to wear a bathing suit. They're gonna have to wear a bathing suit? Aw, Himeno, it's not fair for you to put it that way. It isn't fair. Himeno is in the exercise club, so she will be fine. But for someone like me who doesn't exercise enough, it makes me stop and think. Having said I wanted to go to the pool, it is all the more important. Okay, then we'll stick with my plan. That was a delicious meal. Urged on by Himeno, I decide to leave the ice cream shop for another time. Talking about silly things together, we leave the station behind. As opposed to the station's excellent cooling system, the city streets have a peculiar humidity and heat to them that envelops our bodies. I hate that. Only reason I hate summer, it gets too humid here. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. So like as soon as you leave a cool building, you're like, you're like drenched from the humidity. The beginning of July. Summer has only just begun and I can already tell it is going to be a tough one. We weave our way through the crowds until we are 10 minutes away from the station, finally ending up in front of the skyscraper. Mountain East Building. The building is a symbol for the people of Mountain, a combined facility for commerce, what you might call a fashion building in reference to the businesses it contains. Sounds like a shopping mall to me, but sure, fashion building. Mountain is a town known as a place people go for amusement. If you really want to have a good time, they have a movie theater, arcades, and several shops, though you need to have money. The way she says it makes it sound like you really need, like, you need to have money, like you gotta be rich, but, obviously things cost money. Because of that, young men and women are more numerous than boys and girls. In this town of people older than us, Himeno scans the panels for each floor without fear, saying, the aquarium is... People are concentrated around the panels. This music's so groovy, man. It makes me dance. Of little help to Himeno, and trying to take up as little space as possible, I leave the search to her and gaze up at the building. I look up and up, but the top of the building is so far I think my neck will snap. Skyscrapers, huh? That's magnificent. This building was built not long after I was born. It had been finished before I could walk, but the first and only time I came here was in elementary school. The instant I think back on my first visit, my head begins to hurt. So, the creepiness begins, I guess? No. I have to try not to think about it. Those are things from long ago, things from the past, things that are done. I can do nothing but deal with the pain that feels as if something is pressing against the inside of my skull. I finally hear Himeno calling me in a loud voice. The elevator's this way, come on! I push away my headache and step through the automatic door. The information at the entrance and the placement of the crane game are exactly the same as that day, giving me a slightly bad feeling. More like a deja vu, trauma coming back and all that crap. Ooh, drops. Okay, that was a nice opening. No, I actually did like it. I like the drawing style, and I don't know, like the clarity? I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I didn't realize we actually didn't have the opening yet, so I guess we're finally past the opening. And we're on to the main story. So, from the elevator landing, we need to head for the top floor of the Separate Mountain East building. The elevator is the type that has a glass window so you can see out. That is the only thing that distracting me from my gloom. A crowd of people get on with us, but almost all of them are gone. By the time we reach the floor that contains the aquarium, they probably stopped off at the apparel or sundry shop. So no one goes to aquariums? It isn't that we aren't interested, but Himeno recommends, "It's crowded now, so let's come back when it's less busy." And that keeps us back, deciding to stick with the plans we made back at the coffee shop. It's good to stick to plans, because I easily get distracted. Oh, there's the aquarium in all its blueness. Looks pretty nice, actually. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere immediately switches to a lively one. The sounds of chatter are drowned out by the roar of a large fan. The lighting is dim and tinted slightly blue. The windows are also covered, giving the feeling that it has suddenly become night. As this is an aquarium, it makes sense that the concept is based around the ocean. Yes, the pungent smell of salt is a major change. Amazing. It's like we've dived into the deep sea. That's what I thought too. Instead of being targeted at families, lately it seems more like a date spot for adults, or at least that's what the magazine said. But it's true. It does seem pretty, I guess, romantic. Even though this is my second time coming here, it feels like the first time. Well, yeah, after the trauma and wanting to forget about everything, I don't think you would really remember much, erasing everything from your mind. But, yeah, this place seems pretty chill. Next to the entrance is the souvenir shop, though it lacks the usual boisterous voices. It appears to be a place that can be reached both from the inside and outside, but it doesn't seem to get many customers. Just as Himeno had said, the aquarium seems to target adults. In an atmosphere like that, even Himeno looks nervous. Oh shit, are we going on a date now, Himeno and Mayumi and us on a date? We're gonna make this some romantic. Hey Mayu, what's up? I forgot to tell you one important thing. Himeno makes a mysterious face and brings her mouth up to my ear. Oh. What? Did you drop your wallet or something? No, that's not it. This is something that I heard that's a bit of an urban legend, but they say the amount of people going missing is on the rise. There's a rumor that this month alone, the number missing is well into the double digits. Honestly, if If I was the police of the city or the mayor or whatever, I would really be looking into this. Like, where are these people going and what the hell is wrong with this aquarium that people keep going missing? Especially if it's in the double digits, it's like, I would consider that a serious problem. Huh? We have this conversation in front of the metal rack that holds the map of the aquarium. Inside, aside from the map, there is a guide to Mountain East Building and information about affiliated hotels. I guess the hotels from them lovers. During the time, we hear the sound of the elevator opening and closing, but do not see the people going into the aquarium. Mountain used to be a shopping district, right? That seems to be why, even if there are lots of runaways, the media wouldn't pay much attention. But still. But supposedly many of the missing persons had stopped off at Mountain Aquarium. That rumor, who did you hear it from? Who indeed? No one in particular. You know how rumors spread. You just hear it. At Himeno's words, I feel a cold shiver along my spine. You know, this really does not sound like a good thing. Like, I don't know if we should go in there, especially because they're high school kids and one of them has like a nice titties right there for someone to want to grab and do shit to, and the other one's, well, your quiet, flat-chested girl. I guess Japan also likes those too, so oh my god, they're both like rape victims, kidnapped victims right there. Regardless of how credible the rumor is, a sense of dread shoots through me. Considering my past, it's natural that I would feel connected to missing persons in my age range, especially if they are runaways. If that is the case, it would send chills along the back of my neck. Why on earth? You could have told me before this. Well, I thought if you heard about it, Mayu, you might not have wanted to come. Oh, so you're forgetting to tell me was a lie then? You little... I had intended to protest firmly, but it still ended rather anticlimactically. Ghosts may exist, but they still may be unable to come back. Oh, and they still may be unable to come back, but that doesn't mean I'm interested in visiting places where they are. This is proof that Himeno has her own strange interest, yet it still makes me feel even more worried. This rumor has a continuation. Specifically, people who saw the deep-sea fish booth never came home. Oh jeez, and you guys are gonna go look at that? Himeno realized those two pieces of information that frightened me with a smile. The rumor itself aside, she wanted to pass over the question of why people were unable to see the closed-off deep-sea fish booth in the first place, not wanting to discuss it at all. Wait a minute, Himeno! Something else is tied in beneath that fear, something about the aquarium and the missing persons who didn't come home. That was, essentially... God damn, that scared me a little. The girl didn't have a face. Are you okay, Mayu? Sorry, I guess I scared you a bit too much. I think the story's pretty exaggerated, so don't worry about it. I heard it's a fun aquarium. I think we should take those stories with a grain of salt, right? Though her kindness is misdirected, it's kindness just the same. Having involuntarily sat down, I take the hand Himeno extends to me as I slowly rise to my feet. I respond, yeah, you're right. Still... I don't know, I'm a scaredy cat, so things like this would definitely scare me. Like, I love horror, but not being in horror. To think that I would hear of a connection to my precious memory in a place like this. It's strange, after 5 years the memory should have faded. I tell myself this, then let out a small sigh. Except it's a trauma, so traumas don't exactly go away. Even if you don't remember exactly what it is, they're always there. Himeno is actually showing concern, so I sit down on a bench in the rest area next to the souvenir shop. Himeno even brings me a can of cocoa. As I'm drinking it, she buys our tickets. With her doing all this, I have to go with her. Are you okay, miss? The fact that I'm thinking thoughts like, this canned cocoa is a little weak, is proof that I'm cooling down. As I'm starting to feel better, a male voice calls out to me. While holding my half-finished cocoa, I turn the direction the voice came from. Rather than the boy's voice, I expect, it belongs to an adult, so respond timidly. I'm okay, so... Oof, no need to be so vigilant. He's not that old. He's wearing a gray knit cap and a brown running shirt. He's tall even for a guy, so I have to look up at him. His build is almost all muscle, and my shoulders shudder a bit in surprise. Why? Because he's muscular? You like the musculars? He appears well over the age of 20, so I can't think of a reason he would want to talk to us. Whether he realizes I'm looking up at him or not, he plunks down right next to me. Even after he sits down, we aren't sitting at the same height. Pretending to fix my posture, I move away from him a little. Oh jeez. Ooh, are you not feeling well? Yeah, I can't do guy voices. Okay, we have like a ... I'm not. I'm fine really, and just dot. I feel like doing the I'm fine really or the dots. Jeez. I guess we'll be nice. I'm fine really. I'm not gonna ignore you completely. I'm fine really. Thanks to my nerves and my wariness, I end up speaking unnaturally fast. Moreover, if he really is a kind person, I might end up abusing his good intentions. How cold. Oh, come on! We're being nice to you. It figures. I say again without thinking, without my knowing what he's so happy about. The man's mouth loosens into a grin. Oh jeez, don't hit on us. You're pretty clever. I give up. But you know, I seriously am worried about you. Your face is pale and all. Hey, she's just a pale girl. That's... His kind words taking me by surprise, I inadvertently avert my eyes. For some reason, I become strangely embarrassed and begin tapping my index finger on my can of cocoa. Well, that aside, since you came to have fun, let me show you around. Oh jeez, no, I said don't pick us up! We are really just fine. The words come out so naturally to surprise even me. I have now become a complete idiot and my eyes meet his. Oh, jeez. This situation's making me laugh. I work part-time in this building, so I'm familiar with it. This area, that is. Stop trying to pick us up. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, whoa, my bad. Hey, what are you doing? Himeno. I gasp and look up. Himeno is there carrying 2 tickets and some pamphlets. Thank you for saving us. But he might turn his attention to you though. With her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed out, Himeno glares at the man with narrowed eyes. I think the only ones allowed to hit on junior high schoolers would be high schoolers. Oh, and the junior high schoolers. On top of that, they're even younger. Oh my god, pedophilia. No, I'm not trying to hit on anyone. This girl just looked unwell is all. What happened? So, our options are, I think it was what you'd call hitting on someone. Was it hitting on someone? Ooh, and the dots. I like, oh. Yeah, we're going with the middle one. Was it hitting on someone? Trying to be innocent, but also trying to blame him at the same time. I turn to the man and tilt my head. Since Himeno has come, I've relaxed a bit and can look him in the eyes. You're asking me that? So that was what you were doing! Himeno says that in an exasperated voice in my place. She says, "You're the worst," and grabs my arm, pulling me to her side. The man rests his elbows on his knees and shrugs. He punctuates the shrug with a sigh. Let's go. And hey, mister? Himeno mutters, facing the man's chest. On hearing her say, "Mister?" and giving me a puzzled look, the man shows us the plastic name tag hanging from his neck. I must have forgotten to take this off. Himeno, speaking of which, he did say he works part-time in this building. Then is that his entry card or something? He slaps his knee and rises to his feet. He probably played some kind of sport or something because the movement as he stands looks so effortless. I'm Hiyoshi Kenji. I work part-time at the shop downstairs. With this entry card, I can get into Mountain Aquarium at a discount. Oh, okay, he's still trying to pick us up. What is this shit? Is it a company employee discount? Something like that. I'm not exactly a company employee, but I get in at half off anyway. So, I come here often. Really? That's quite unexpected for you, mister. When you become older, you'll crave these soothing experiences as well. And I'm not old enough to be a mister. Well, to them you are. I don't think he's old, but hey. Now he says it. Compared to us, you're definitely old enough to be a mister. Hiyoshi grimaces angrily, then sniffs in a self-deprecating manner. Damn, all these hard words. He appears to be a little older than a college student, so calling him old enough to be a mister was probably rude, but Himeno only said the impression he gave was pretty close. With the aquarium as the sharp point of interest, Himeno's attitude towards Hiyoshi softens. As proof, Himeno talks with Hiyoshi-san about the shops in the building. And I'm gonna leave this episode here for today. Getting hit on and whatnot. Yeah, fun stuff. So, see you guys next time. Bye!